well, I'd say this is one of the things that maybe is most surprising about the program is the diversity of people in the program, mostly measured by their background, where they come from. There's a lot of engineers, but there are also entrepreneurs. There are kind of economic and policy folks, where they're, there are also planetary scientists who see this as a field they want to work in. So I guess I had thought we really would just be engineers and planetary scientists, and I'm a little surprised by the number actually, so it should include law. There's a couple lawyers in the program, law, policy, economics, and pure entrepreneurs who are interested. Say pure because a fair number of our engineers are also entrepreneurs who started businesses around technology development. And so the kind of range of people is broad. Our opinion of what it will take is that that we need this kind of wide range of expertise to kind of make space resources work, make space mining work. There are technical challenges and there are legal challenges and there's just business structure challenges, but I don't think there's any one place where it's clear, like, we fix this, we solve this particular problem and it all works. Like, there isn't one technical challenge, there's many. It's not just technical challenges, it's also structural, like how do you finance a business where you're going to where there's no predecessor, as an example. Right. Well, we're like this other business, like this other mining firm, but it's not, it's brand new stuff. So there's a lot of opportunities for lots of different people. Now, where did you say? Oh, the other question is, where do you go afterwards? Well, I mentioned entrepreneurial activity. There are a fair number of entrepreneurs in the program. They're basically creating their own businesses that will be doing this. There are entrepreneurs such as TransAstra, or Joel Sercel and TransAstra, that could be hiring in the at some point in the future. There are other. We've had there's other kind of established companies that have hired our graduates, like Honeybee Robotics. They're established as a spacecraft mechanisms company and as a drilling, as a mechanisms for space exploration company. Drills for NASA, the RAT tool on the Mars rovers, the development of scoops and robotic systems for many different systems and NASA's developing. They've hired our graduates. We have students in the program at Lockheed Martin, at other aerospace companies, where in a sense what they're doing is there's the anticipation that this will be a bigger field, and so they want to have a workforce that kind of is prepared. So there are a couple, there are places to be employed, and I would say, even if I would say that even if you're going to go and work at a big aerospace firm, there's a sense of still being entrepreneurial. Like you're going to be doing this to sell yourself to a major company or to start your own firm because you believe it'll be of value. And I think it will be in the next couple of years that they'll be hiring our graduates for this. In terms of the entrepreneurs, to kind of get to the point where we're have I think in the next couple years we'll begin to see demonstrations of space resource technologies in space, and the first practical delivery of a product from space resources, I think, can happen in the next 10 years. But between now and then another decade, and maybe it's a major component of everything we do in space. between now and then, kind of one thing is there are technologies we can develop today for looking forward to the future, where it's a major part of how space is done, that have value and uses today. There's a lot of crossover between space resource technology and, say, robotics and AI, of more complex systems operating in space that can multiple systems that can communicate to each other, with each other, with some way that interfaces to controllers on Earth, and other instrumentation, processing technology, propulsion technologies that are ready for space resources, that could be um, that have a profitable business plan today before we really have all the resource components developed or the technologies developed to really take full advantage of resources of space.
More engineers are not going to solve your problem. It's not a technical problem in that sense. It's a process problem. And the time to fix your processes was 20 months ago, and the second best time is today. This is Jason Kanigan, the president of Cold Star Technologies and the host of this podcast, the Cold Star Project, which is all about identifying and solving process problems for space companies, because that's what we do. And you can hear the entirety of this episode by following the link in the comment below.